Hey guys, good morning. It's another episode of Monday Morning Quarterback. As promised, 11 a.m. every Mondays. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. And as I said, we should be here on a regular basis Monday mornings at 11 a.m. And if that
Not
changes,
8:17?
not 8:17. No, I don't know why that was posted at 8:17. But of course, we're here to talk all things Giants, all things Jets, and then go over picks and whatever picks we made last week.
Yeah.
Let's actually start off with the Jets because we're 2 games behind. They played last week's Monday night game, which we didn't get a chance to talk about. A lot of things happened in that game. Then, of course, they played in yesterday's game against the Cowboys. So, James, you're the Jets fan. Let's go over it.
Obviously, I don't want to talk about the Jets.
Well, look, it was a big win week 1. It was.
Yeah,
I mean,
week 1, the comeback was cool. They won the game, but like you said, the Bills lost. So
I mean, Mike, what do you think? I thought it was more that the Bills lost that game than the Jets won.
Yeah.
I mean, Allen basically said, "Here you go, 4 times. You take it. I don't want it."
Yeah, and
take it. I don't need it.
And the Jets lost the quarterback. Aaron Rodgers down and out.
4 snaps.
4 snaps and see you later.
The only highlight
season that Aaron Rodgers had.
The only highlight of his Jets season was waving the flag, was carrying the flag out.
That was it. As soon as the flag went down, he went down.
9/11.
Yeah, I didn't want to touch that joke, but a lot of people were quick to say, that jet crash on 9/11, which a little tasteless, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, and then yesterday's game.
That's wrong what you just said.
And then
in so many ways.
I didn't make it up. I'm just repeating what other people say.
Yeah, yesterday's game, dude.
Their mouthpiece.
They played a good team. They played the Cowboys, man. That Cowboys defense.
There he is. Listen to Jim. What a weekend of football. Yes, it was.
Have to be an agony. Yeah, I don't even want to watch him anymore.
Yeah, but you know what, Jim, you're 100% correct. I know the young quarterback for the Colts went down in concussion, out for the game. But, yeah, dude, I mean, such a great game. And when we go over our picks, I know I was close. I'm not saying this from my perspective. Oh, I would have had a better record, which I would have. But the games that I lost on were one was by 1 point.
Yeah.
The Falcons over the Packers, but all those games were close. All of them, pretty much. The exception, I think, of the which game wasn't really close. I think it was the Colts and Texans. That was the only one that really wasn't that close. Chiefs pulled out Chiefs pulled out at the end, but at the same time, that was a pretty close game at one point. I thought the Jags were gonna actually pull the upset. So James texted me yesterday saying Mike took the Chiefs. I can't believe it. I was like,
no, I didn't.
Wait, no, Mike picked the Jags.
Yeah.
No. Only reason why I did that was for the points.
No. But you said he said Mike picked the Jags. I said okay, so do we.
I was surprised that he didn't pick the Chiefs.
No, I picked
the Chiefs to win. Yes.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I took the Jags.
Because of the points.
Right.
For the point spread.
Right. What did you win?
No, because they fucking won by 6.
6 points. Yeah, the spread was 3.5,
Gotcha.
right?
Oh man.
And then
like I said.
Fucking Russell Wilson brilliance over there cost me another fucking one because Denver sucks.
2-point conversion. Richardson, I love the fire, but he has to learn how to slider his season. I mean, you could say that a lot. Even Josh Allen, dude. Sometimes when Daniel Jones picks up the ball, picks it up and runs, I'm always worried.
I hate when he doesn't slide, when he decides to go down shoulder first.
Well, the problem
he can do.
The problem with going down like that, especially if you're not giving yourself up, because you're protected that way. We've seen a couple of flags actually this weekend with the unnecessary roughness because quarterbacks were giving themselves up by sliding, which they're supposed to now, and they were still getting hit in the helmet. That's the whole point of sliding. It sucks because you lose the yardage, but I agree. Young quarterbacks have to learn to protect themselves, or their season, not only season, their career might actually be over earlier. All right. So what else about the Jets, James? What do you think now? Let's go over this. And Mike, I'll also let you get this too. But with Rodgers going down, and we've seen the defense, they were actually playing the Cowboys pretty decent towards the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
They were.
They just couldn't really score.
And if you look back at last year, when Hall was healthy, Zach Wilson was better.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't too good in this game, but he was better. He was a better quarterback when Hall was healthy versus when he didn't have. And that goes without saying.
He looked a little bit better in this game.
Yeah.
Wilson. better than last week. But look, they played a really good team in the Cowboys. You got to remember they're playing the Cowboys. Cowboys are a good fucking team, man.
Where's Kendall at? Where is
he? Defense, yeah. Where is Kendall? Defense. I mean, your boys did it, Kendall.
Yeah,
they're a good team,
defense,
man.
Dude, Micah Parsons is just.
I couldn't think of the last name. Thank you, Micah Parsons.
Mike, do you hear what he said
yesterday? Defensive end, right?
Yeah. Did you hear what he said last week on a podcast about the Giants, Micah Parsons? Yeah. That the Giants did Daniel Jones dirty by leaving him in the game. He's like, you're down 40-0. Why is Daniel Jones going out for a snap?
I agree.
I could.
Why hurt? Why put him in danger where he might get hurt?
I mean, like what? Like he was going to score 6 touchdowns in a matter of like 5 minutes.
Exactly. Now I know Tyrod Taylor went in for 2 snaps, but for the most part, they had Jones in the whole game. I mean, at one point, you have to pull your quarterback out, especially when he's getting a beating like that. It's not like he was just having a bad game and he played the full game or whatever, but the guy was like hit like 15 times, sacked 7. So Wilson can't continue to be quarterback 1 if they owe the fans to find another option for all the hype they gave the fans. 100%.
I definitely agree with that.
Honestly, though, what is out there that the Jets can get? I mean,
they looked at. I saw the list.
And don't say Colin fucking Kaepernick.
No. They saw. No. I saw the list.
And I heard Cam Newton. No, they don't need.
Flacco was on the list. Matt Ryan was actually on the list. Who else? I don't.
Carson Wentz.
Was Rivers on the list? I don't know. Phil. I don't know. These are all aging quarterbacks, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you really want to put
somebody who knows what they're doing.
Well, you're not going to find a young guy to come out there. I mean, the only youngest guy on the list is probably Kaepernick. But like I said 1,000 times, do you really want that fucking problem on your sideline?
And also too, you go to all right. Look, another name that was thrown out a lot, especially when I was listening to the fan in the car. They were talking about Matt Ryan. Mm-hmm. You can't put a quarterback like Matt Ryan, who isn't mobile, with this offensive line.
He's got get killed. Same as they're all over Wilson.
But then if they want mobility, then they got to go with Cam.
No, Rivers is look. I have nothing against Philip Rivers. I don't, but I don't know. I don't. What does he have anything left?
How old is he now, Philip Rivers?
You're better off getting Tom Brady.
Yeah. Did you see the memes, the jokes with Brady in the Jets jerseys?
Yeah. I saw that one.
Rivers and Eli were in the same draft class, so I mean. They got to be around the same age, 39, 40.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I agree because, okay, you have Hall back, you revamped your defense. You got your defense is even better, and your wide receivers, you have more weapons to throw to, but you're still in the same. Yeah. You're still in the same position.
Rivers is 41.
Okay, you're still in the same position you were a year ago with Zach Wilson, a quarterback that your own team didn't want.
Still doesn't know what he's doing. Has he improved a little bit? Maybe. He's still got a long way to go.
I don't know what was the worst draft pick that year for him. Was it him or was it Trey Lance? With San Francisco trading up just to get him to get rid of him.
That's the problem. That's the problem. You have to go Trey Lance only because the team didn't even keep him.
Didn't even try.
They traded away draft picks to get him, right? And look what they got. They don't even have him anymore.
I mean, and this kid, like you said, James, nobody wanted him. The team didn't want him.
I will say though, he does look more confident this year than he did last year.
Yeah, that's one thing I'll agree with.
But I just don't know what changed. Aren't the same guys on the team? Aren't the same guys on the team that didn't want him?
I would think.
Pretty much. I mean, he did add some other people, but but most of the guys that didn't want him. I think the whole plan for Wilson this year was Rodgers is coming over.
Yeah.
He's gonna be QB1. Zach is gonna learn from Rodgers and he's gonna mold him kind of like the way Favre molded him.
Yeah, of course.
So, but now all of a sudden you got a fucking disaster because now Rodgers is out for the season.
Mm-hmm.
And now what is he gonna do?
Hold on a second though. He's out for the season. But he had the surgery, and he says he's looking to push it. He's looking to come back for the playoffs. So he's already talking playoffs. Playoffs?
They need to win games.
Win a fucking game first. I'd be all right.
Yeah,
like you said, the Bills handed them week 1.
Yeah.
You played fucking Dallas, which everybody knew they were going to lose that game. I think with or without Rodgers, they probably would have lost that game.
Now, I know we're going to do our picks, but I just want to look ahead. Okay, so they got the Patriots at home.
And dude, you got to admit, Josh Allen looked a hell of a lot back to his normal self this week.
He did. But the problem is, I didn't know this until the graphics went up. I didn't know this. My brother knew this probably, but I didn't know this because I'm not a Bills fan per se. I'll root for the Bills, but and I like Josh Allen.
Yeah,
he's one of the worst quarterbacks the last few seasons with turnovers. He's number 1.
Wow, I didn't know that either.
So last week's Josh Allen is Josh Allen.
Yeah,
he has the most turnovers for a quarterback since 2018. I think.
I didn't realize that. Okay,
he's even more than Daniel Jones.
Surprising.
It is surprising. Well, the only difference is when he's good, he's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was some kind of new surgery to come back in the same season is mind blowing if it happens. Hey, look, I know it's different sports, but look at Edwin Diaz. No one expected. I mean, I don't know if he's actually going to come back, and why would you?
He's not going to come back. He's just going to throw one.
But he was trying to push it. He was trying to push it to come back.
Yeah.
James. We could compare that to like John Cena or something like a 6-month injury. He comes back in 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're a superhero.
But
which John Cena is.
The thing that Rodgers has for him, I know he's got that, that alternative and a holistic mindset where, he's almost like Tom Brady, but he's more, I guess more spiritual. Tom Brady's more nutrition.
Mm-hmm.
If the Jets were making a playoff push, you best believe he probably would be starting. He probably would.
Only Aaron Rodgers is doing right now is hitting his bong, and that's it.
And your best case scenario, James, as a Jets fan, if they can string some wins and sneak into the playoffs as a wild card, because they're not going to get the division. The Dolphins will win the division.
Yeah, if they could get to 9-8 or 10-7, and that's asking a lot.
The problem is, and I said the Dolphins a little faster than I probably should have, because I still don't know what the Bills are after that week 1 loss.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can happen in a 17-game season with 15 games left, but the Dolphins look crazy. The Dolphins look really good. They really do.
I want to take a look at the Jets schedule and see who besides division, who else they're playing. So
they play the NFC East. They got the NFC East this year, so they play the Giants. They got to play the Eagles. They got to play the Commanders now, who look really good too.
And they already played the Cowboys, which they got destroyed.
Yeah. But all right, so let's focus on the Giants now. Let's because they literally just did something that they hadn't done since 1949.
So what's the stat? Yeah, how many years now is that?
I'm pretty sure it was 1949.
Yeah, I think it was 1949.
This was their biggest comeback, 21-point deficit.
Incredible.
I mean, dude, they looked dead in the water at halftime. They were down 20-0, and they were outscored 60-0 in the last 6 quarters, or the first 6 quarters of the season. And then to come back like that, dude.
Completely turn it around.
Dude, Daniel Jones was like a different quarterback.
Guys, I'm just looking over the schedule for the Jets.
Yeah.
Real quick. All right, so after New England, they got Kansas City and Denver. Denver, they could probably beat.
Yeah, I think
Kansas City, you better start fucking praying for that one. The Eagles. Then they got a bye week. Then they got the Giants. That could be a toss-up. The Chargers, the Raiders, those and the Dolphins again.
I don't think the Giants. I don't think the Giants are a toss-up. What do you call it? The Jets' defense is very similar with speed and strength.
I think Joe said Barkley's getting an MRI today. Right?
Yeah, so that's what I want to say, Jim. So I looked online before we went on. X-rays were negative. They think it might be just a regular sprain, but they're going to do an MRI this morning. So there's nothing as far as what I've seen before we went on. There was nothing. That was the first thing I looked at because they're playing the 49ers on Thursday, short rest. So I don't know. I don't know if Barkley – look, if Barkley has to miss, which you don't want to because it's a big game, if Barkley has to miss a game, that's fine. But I just want to make sure he's going to play this season. But
yeah, James, you're looking at a miracle because they got to finish up against the Commanders, the Browns, and then the Patriots.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what they do at home against the Patriots. They're going to be playing at MetLife.
Wait a minute. When did Saquon get hurt yesterday?
He got hurt
yesterday. Dude, big.
Yeah,
fourth quarter.
him off the field.
The very end, folks. Towards the very end of the game, but he's.
Yeah, I think he's going to be fine. I don't think he's fucking hurt bad.
And it's not his knee; it's just his ankle.
But he was hobbling. Yeah, he was.
So
hobbling.
It depends how bad the ankle is. Is it a high ankle, or is it just? The
they believe it's a regular sprain, not a high ankle.
Okay,
so he should be okay.
If it's high ankle, you're looking at some time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so yeah, no, dude, Daniel Jones looked like a completely different quarterback when he came out of the third quarter. You know, and again, it was the same shit though. It really was. The interception off Barkley's hands, another thing that's on him and statistically, but it really wasn't his fault. He was only sacked 3 times.
You know my rule on that one, Joey.
What?
You know my rule on that one.
I know. And I'm just
I don't know why it can't be held against the receiver. Why is it the quarterback?
Yeah, it should be a fumble. It really should be a fumble or an interception on the receiver. I know it's a stupid stat to have. How does a receiver have an interception?
You can call it interception, but don't put it on the quarterback.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know though. I mean, look, they really. I'll give them credit. They came back.
Yeah.
You're playing the fucking Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah. What is, dude? I've never seen Dobbs' face until yesterday.
You had 3 defensive guys out, and Buda Baker was one of them.
Dobbs looked like a character from Gotham.
Dobbs looked like Kurt Warner yesterday in the first half.
No, he looked like a character from Gotham. What was that dude? James, you seen Gotham, right? Remember the guy? Remember the crazy guy that was bald? He had no hair on his face at all?
I do, sort of.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Hold on a minute.
He was like a hitman. Where's he going? Is he going to take a shit?
He's going to take a salad.
Oh, my God.
He's probably getting either the dog or grandma, or he's getting a coffee.
Okay. All right. Anyway,
look, I'm glad they won, but for all, look, and I'm going to be realistic here. We all know Vic DiBitetto does his New York Giants post-game locker room shit.
Yeah.
And he, and everybody's screaming, oh my God, this was the greatest comeback. Calm the fuck down. To quote Harvey Keitel, let's not go sucking each other's dicks just yet.
Yeah.
Let's stop putting them as fucking Super Bowl champions right away. It's one win and you beat the Arizona Cardinals.
But it was a team that they were supposst to beat.
Now, I understand. Now, do this next week. Do this Thursday night.
Yeah.
Which I hate this fucking thing with the 3-4 days rest now they only
get.
Yeah,
I know.
But do this week against San Francisco. Then let's start talking, okay, how good they look.
I agree. I do agree. But the fact of the matter is, instead of being 0-2, they're 1-1. They did have, just a monstrous historical comeback, and they proved that they do have fight.
Yeah, well, they did. Where was this last week? That's my question.
I think it's going to be
this last week.
Dude, I think it's going to be a theme this year against the Cowboys. I'm not saying the Cowboys are invincible.
You got to remember, they were playing the Cowboys last week.
I'm not saying the Cowboys are invincible.
Better team in Arizona.
But James, still, they fought back like, I don't know what Dable said to them in the locker room. I don't know what happened in that locker room at halftime.
Something.
Where was this fight last week when they were down 26-0? You were down 28-0 at halftime this week.
20.
You haven't scored a fucking point in an hour and a half of football time.
Right.
And all of a sudden, Daniel Jones just started barreling through. He ran in for a touchdown. Saquon ran in for a touchdown. He threw 2 TD passes, one to Saquon, one to Joey. Who did he throw the other TD to?
I don't know. If it was
Hodgins.
Was it Hodgins? Was it Hodgins?
Yeah. And I like that. I like that.
Hodgins is great.
Darren Waller showed up and everything else.
Even this kid Hyatt, remember that deep pass to Hyatt? Mm-hmm. Hyatt went up top to get it.
Oh yeah, the rookie. He had 2 great catches.
Yeah, it did.
He had 2 great catches yesterday.
Yeah, for 89 yards.
I'm looking at it right now. Sunday night. That's all I want to know.
It's like you said. He looked like a completely different quarterback the second half.
But they were also playing a completely different defense. The Cowboys defense. Dude, this is what they're going to do to teams this year.
Joey, I understand that. But still, where was the fight that they had in the second half last week?
I honestly think they were shell-shocked, and they were at a point, and granted, they were still down 20 points at halftime. So I understand what you're saying. But, dude, they were hit in the fucking mouth. And I just feel like they just didn't know how to recover last week. I don't know.
Like they were still, but they still look confused this week after the first half.
Yeah, they came in and played. They started out flat again. They did.
Yeah, when they first scored, I was like, "Oh man!"
And their defense, first of all, I felt like Connor went untouched throughout the whole first half of the game. They couldn't stop Connor. They were giving too much separation to the receivers. It felt like every pass was a fucking was over 10 yards of completion. I was like, "What is going on?" And then all of a sudden, I don't know if I don't know if Martindale, if he made adjustments. I don't know what they did. Maybe they didn't make adjustments on the line, but all of a sudden, that offense and defense look completely different. They allowed 7 points in the. They allowed 1 touchdown in the second half. That was it. Because when they came back in the half, they were only down 20. Mike, they were down 20. The Giants scored, made it 20-7. The Cardinals answered back immediately, and I was like, all right, well, that's it. And then that's when the Giants scored, 24 unanswered points.
Well, like I said, let me see this Thursday night. Even if they lose, show me some fight.
All right. I wanted a rhyme. NFC East will be beat up on each other. Yeah, they will beat up on each other all season. It's the best football again this year. It's the best in football again this year. So and the AFC East too. You really can't look. Patriots defense is really good. They almost beat the Eagles last week. They almost came back against the Dolphins, but I didn't think it was going to happen, but they almost did. But that game against the Eagles really showed me that the Patriots might be a little bit better than people are giving them credit for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were a toe, like a foot tap away from completing that first down and maybe doing something more. But obviously the game was over because the guy couldn't get in. This was last week's game against Eagles. So that whole division in the AFC and the NFC too, because you can put the Commanders, you can put the Giants, you can put all the teams in that division in the same category. I think they're all going to have winning records. I do. So both divisions are going to be tough this year. I think more so the AFC East, though, to be honest with you. Because the Giants, out of all the teams we were talking about, without having it in front of me, I believe has the hardest schedule. Or one of the hardest schedules. We've already seen it. We already looked ahead. I mean, 49ers, it starts here with the 49ers, and then it's a lot, dude. It's a lot. But we'll see. Speaking of which, so I did we're obviously going to go over our picks in a little bit, but I did the records for last week.
Right.
James?
Yep.
We were an 8-6. 8-6 isn't bad. Remember, we got a two-game, a doubleheader tonight. 4 teams are playing this today. For the Monday night game.
So I'm 8-6 now as it stands?
No, you're 15-15.
Oh, 15. I got you.
Yeah, if you include last week's record, 8-6 for this week. Mike, you went 9-5. You're 16-14 on the season so far.
And that's with 2 games pending tonight.
2 games pending tonight, so there could be a swing. Yeah, James, you can go 15. Yeah, exactly.
9 out of 6.
9 out of 5.
9 out of 5. Hey,
pretty good.
I'm shocked.
Well, 9-5. No, you're right. 9 out of 16. But we remember 2 teams didn't play, so really 9 out of 14 games.
Yeah,
not bad though. I went 10-4.
Oh, of course, because Joey has to beat me out still,
So I'm 8. So Mike, you're 16-14 for the season so far. I'm 18-12. But again, things can change once those Monday night games are played.
Record?
He's 500, 15-15. Yeah. Oh, look, again, a lot of the games were so close this week. Again, Packers and Falcons the Packers lost by 1 game. 1 point, I mean.
Denver blows a fucking 21-point lead.
A 2-point conversion, though. Russell Wilson, I know. Not only, but they came back, and Wilson, if they would have completed the 2-point conversion, they would have tied it. What else? Who else was a really close game? Chargers and Titans. You picked the tits. Chargers, I thought were going to win that game. Titans came back, won it. And dude, the fucking Lions, what a heartbreak. I know Crayon Dude's probably happy that his Seahawks won, but dude, I couldn't believe it. I really thought the Lions were going to be 2-0. What a great game.
I think we all picked Detroit this week. Right?
No, I picked
Mike Mooney picked the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He picked the Seahawks and he picked the Falcons. 2 teams right there.
Mm-hmm.
And almost lost. Sucks, man. You know, it's a game of points. It's a game of points. That's how they win. That's how they lose. All right, let's go over our picks for next week.
Let's do it.
Wrap this show up. No reason to go on any longer. All right, well, let's start it off with
Thursday night.
Pretty much game of the season for the New York Giants. Seriously, I mean, at this point, it's every game counts, especially in that division. Giants at 49ers. Mike, I'll start with you. Who are you going with?
I'm going to go with San Francisco on this one, but I hope the Giants show some fight. Okay. Plus 10.5 points is a lot of points.
That's a lot of points, man.
I mean, I don't disagree with it. San Fran at home, short rest, even though they have the short rest too, but they're just playing.
Though, I mean, do you think San Francisco can win by 2 touchdowns?
Yes, I can, dude. Their offense, first of all, their defense is stellar, but their offense with those weapons, yeah, dude. Mm-hmm. That Giants defense. Oh, and Barkley's going to be out. Yeah, so that's the other thing too. You gotta.
Yeah, that's Barkley's not playing. That's my right at 10.5 is that Barkley's probably not going to play.
You got to go. You got to go San Fran. You do. Why did this move? There we go. All right, so James, you're going 49ers, right?
Absolutely.
I'm going to go Giants. Giants all the way. All right. Colts at Ravens. Ravens are home now, and Lamar Jackson looked pretty good in yesterday's win.
I'm going Blackbirds at home.
How about those fucking? I know we'll get to it when we get to their game, but dude, 0-2 the Bengals. Burrow looks out of it. Burrow looks confused. What's going on?
That's it. Didn't Burrow just get a nice big fat new contract?
Is that what happens with all players when they get paid?
You get lazy?
Look, I told you my theory. You get the new contract, you play lazy.
Yeah, you said that about Lindor.
Mike, who'd you pick?
I'm gonna go with the Ravens for the 3rd week in a row. I mean, I hate to say that.
Ravens look good, man.
I've always proven to be wrong lately, so I got to keep going with them. And they're 8-point favorites. So yeah.
Burrow was hurt. He re-injured it too. Yesterday.
There you go.
Yeah, Burrow's hurt too. I knew he was hurt. And
he
looked like
because I know I think the calf was bothering him.
Ravens. I hate it. I know.
It hurts Jim just to say that.
I'm sorry, Jim. I'm sorry. But going back to and then Odell actually went out with an injury too for the Ravens. But what else is new with Odell? Titans at Browns.
I'm gonna go Cleveland.
Cleveland rocks.
All right. We're all three going for the Browns. Falcons at Detroit. I'm going to go. I think the Lions win this one. I don't know. Ritter looked good yesterday for the Falcons. And obviously they had that come from behind win against the Packers. They upset the Packers, I mean, in my mind. But I don't know. I think the Lions, especially at home. What do you think?
I'm going with Hotlanta.
I'm going to stick with the Lions.
James, you picked Falcons 2 weeks in a row, right?
Yep.
And they didn't do you wrong. Mike says the Titans. Jim says the Browns for the Titans game. All right, we're not up to the Atlanta or Detroit yet. Saints at Green Bay. I hate doing these fucking picks now because we didn't see the Saints play their second game.
Yeah.
They're playing at Green Bay. Jim said the Falcons. Where they're playing at Green Bay. But I don't know. What do you think? You think Guy Liner could march the Saints to a victory at Lambeau?
Nah, I'm going Green Bay at home.
I'm going to say the Saints.
Mike, you and I are on the same page. You and I are on the same page. Oh, my brother says the same.
Look, Jordan Love looked decent yesterday, but still,
No, I'm gonna go with the Saints too. Mike said the Saints as well. Texans at Jaguars. I think the Jaguars are a gimme, but I don't know. Let's see.
I'm going Texans.
You love the Texans. Didn't you pick the Texans this week too?
I don't know. Did I?
I think you did.
Okay, so Aaron Jones and Watson will still possibly be out. Love is actually playing pretty good, says listen to Jim. But Aaron Jones and Watson will still possibly be out. So that's why he's going with the Saints. Mike, you're picking the Jags?
I'm gonna go with Jacksonville.
Look decent. They look decent against the Chiefs. I mean, I didn't expect them to win, but Denver at Miami. I'm going right to Miami.
Dolphins.
I mean,
Denver looks bad, man.
Denver looks like shit.
Jim said the Jags. Chargers at Vikings.
Minnesota.
Because they're playing. Stroud did play well, Jim. I agree. Stroud played well, but not enough to win. All right, I'll go with the Vikings just because they're home. And they do have one of the better receivers in the league. Not saying that Justin Herbert doesn't have choices either. New England at the Jets. I don't know. I Jets have the home field advantage. They do, but that Jets. I'm sorry, the Patriots defense isn't. You know, they're not scraps. They play hard too. I'm gonna go Patriots.
I'm gonna go with the Pots.
I'm sticking with my boys.
You got
Cowboys?
no choice.
No.
Cowboys? All right, really quick. Listener Jim said the Dolphins and Chargers. Mike says the Patriots. So he's going for the Patriots. Bills at Washington. Well, I mean, we need, Mike, we need the Bills to win. We need one of these NFC East teams to lose. I'm going Bills.
I don't know. I mean, this kid Howell's looking.
He looks good. Chase Young
I
was
think,
back in the game.
I think Washington looks good. I'm going Washington.
My brother said the Redskins.
And he's a Bills fan.
I know. What do you got, Mike?
I'm gonna go with Buffalo. Something's got to give with this Commanders team.
Jim says the Patriots. Yeah, okay. What are you saying? Yeah, okay. For what? You going with the? Are you going with them or not? Bills by a. Oh, he's not picking the Redskins.
Bills by
a billion. And
he punked you.
Jim's going with Washington. Okay. Carolina at Seattle.
Seahawks.
I hate to say it. Geno Smith. Where was it? Oh, who is this guy? Who is this Geno Smith? Because this is not the Geno Smith
character from Ohio State.
Yeah, it's not the Geno that played
good out of Ohio State.
I mean, no, he did the same thing last year. Don't get me wrong. It's not a surprise, but I'm just saying, where did this come from? Sucked as a Jet.
No, this happened. That happens with every fucking time somebody comes to New York.
Mike, you going with the Seahawks?
I'm gonna go with the Hawks. Yeah.
And James, you picked the Seahawks, right?
Yes, I did.
All right. Well, all of us went across the board. Cowboys at Cardinals.
What's the spread on this one? 20, 25?
Dallas.
I put us all down for the boys.
13-point favorite.
Bears at Chiefs. I think we could all put KC.
KC, baby.
Yeah, pretty much.
What was up with the uniform? Did you guys see the unis? It was. I was very confused because at one point I thought it was the Chiefs playing. I'm like, wait a minute. The Bears had like a.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, I guess they were orange. They weren't really red. They wouldn't be. I'm assuming
like a
they
red
were
orange.
Red. Yeah, it almost looked like a red orange.
When Chicago does the throwback thing, they wear the orange uniforms.
It was weird. Like, who the
kind
fuck?
Like a blood orange, almost like a dark orange.
Yeah, I was like, who is this team? Who is this team?
And that's another one with a 13-point spread.
All right, Jim, really quick, just catch up. Jim's going with the Hawks and Jerry's kids. And then KC. And then last Sunday night game, the Steelers at Raiders. Raiders look good. I mean, not yesterday against the Bills.
No.
But they're playing the Bills, but I don't know. At home against the Steelers? Now,
yeah, I say the Raiders turn it around this week.
I guess the Raiders. I mean,
they're saying that they're also saying that Kenny Pickett's health is in question this year. That's what they said last week. Now I don't know. And today's game didn't happen yet, obviously. So So Mike says Steelers will show some of y'all tonight. All right, let's see what they show me. And then the 2 Monday night games. They're doing 2 Monday nights game next week too.
Again?
Yep.
Why?
What is this shit?
Jim says Pittsburgh as well. Eagles at Bucks. I'm gonna go Bucks.
I'm going Eagles.
I'm gonna go Bucks. Oh, Mike, what are you waiting for the main course? What are you doing?
Eagles, god damn it.
And then last but not least, well, maybe least, the Rams at the Bengals. The Bengals got to do it. You got to look. The Rams actually played. What was it? 49ers, decent, right? Decent. Yeah. Stafford threw a couple of picks that, I mean, it's fucking Stafford like. Maybe if he doesn't throw those picks, maybe the game is a little bit different. But I don't know. The Bengals are they going to go 0-3? Was Burrow playing though? That's the other thing too.
But I said the Bengals turn it around.
I mean, if you look at the opening point spread, I mean, Bengals are 3.5 point favorite. But that could be either way if Burrow is starting or if they're just making a 3.5 point favorite because they're home and that's it.
They're home. All right, so I'm actually gonna go.
I'm gonna go
the route of the Rams only because they're playing decent, and the Bengals haven't showed us anything yet.
Yeah,
I mean their offense has been.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Rams too.
And like you said, we don't even know if Burrow's gonna. I'm sure Burrow might play, but it's just like oh no, what am I gonna do, Daddy? Some good games next week. Some games I really don't care about. But that Thursday night game kickoff. I mean, the good thing about it is, Mike, we only have to wait 3 days before football is for our team.
I believe it's on Prime.
You know, it's going to be prime time, Prime Video, Amazon, baby.
Oh yeah, I'm using somebody's Prime. I could actually watch it.
Prime time. Deion Sanders is going to be telecasting it.
Hey, speaking of Deion Sanders, how does Colorado look now with him?
I know. Yeah, I know. I think through 2 weeks, NFC is undefeated against the AFC. All right.
We'll see.
Well, no, he's saying through 2 weeks. I don't know if that's the case, but let's see. None of them lost. No. Yeah, because Giants played within their own division, so that doesn't count. Cowboys beat the Jets, right? They're 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles beat the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
And Washington, it is the case, yeah. And then Washington beat... Washington played the Broncos, though.
Yeah.
But who do they play week 1?
Who?
The Commanders.
Arizona.
Okay, so it doesn't count. So there was only all right. So Mike, that's not a big stat. It's like 2 teams, 2 games. We'll see. We'll see what happens next week. But some good games, and again, like I said, that for as a Jet fan, James, you gotta that New England game is going to be tough. Yeah, because that can set the stage right now for the
every game for the Jets is tough.
No, but dude, if you win within your division, now you're 2-1, right?
Yeah, no, I know.
The NFC, not NFC East. Oh, why did I read NFC East? Damn, I'm jerky. Lions beat the Chiefs. I get it. So right now,
jackass.
As it stands, what he's saying is the NFC hasn't lost a game against the AFC in the 2 weeks that it played. I got you. Oh, all right. Well, I think that's the show. Saints beat the Titans. Mike, I don't need to know every game. I don't know it. I don't know. But again, I want to thank our listeners for watching or listening. Watching? You're viewing? You're listening it or you're watching it? I want to listen.
Both, right?
And I want to thank listener Jim and Mike for participating in the picks and in the conversation. And of course, you guys, Mike and James. Mike and Mike.
Mike and Mike in the morning.
Mike, ooh. You should pick that. Mike, you got to find somebody. Oh, Keaton was there too. They were there earlier in the chat, and they said, I can't wait to talk about football, and then fell asleep.
And Kendall's hungover from drinking last night after.
Yeah, he's probably partying because of the Cowboys' big win. Cowboys 2-0, man. So let's see what happens. But I try not to watch Mooney's bed sheets. You can watch your bed sheets.
You okay?
I don't know. I mean, Mike's the one that said it. All right, guys, stay tuned for some more Monday Morning Quarterback next week. As again, 11 a.m. You guys going to be ready for next week?
It's a week away.
I don't know. A lot can happen. All right, guys.
I might be dead by then. Who knows?
Jesus Christ. That went morbid. Oh, wait. What the fuck, dude? We didn't do our picks.
What are you talking about? We just did
our picks.
We did our picks.
We did?
You okay?
Yeah.
We didn't. Of course, I'm trying to drag the show out a little bit.
Hey, Joey, where does ask me if I have anything coming up today?
I looked at the time. All right, I am gonna. You know what? That actually is a good idea. I looked at the time. I'm like, wait a minute, only 40 minutes, but I think that's a good thing. Mike, what do you got coming on in your channel today?
We got coming on down episode 90. Me and James, 7 p.m. Eastern.
All right, James, you excited about that?
Not 7:17 p.m. Not 6:17 p.m.
My question here is, James, what do you got coming on your channel? I know you got a couple of things in the pipeline, but
yeah, nothing
yet.
I'm not ready yet.
They stuck in the pipe?
When I'm ready, you'll know.
I'm not doing it.
They do. Keaton, I'm not going to lie.
They have an amazing defense.
They have a great defense, and their offense doesn't look too shabby either.
Yeah, all around good team.
But the speed of Parsons and just how great Parsons is and the rest of that defensive line.
Lamb.
CD Lamb, well, yeah, that's on the offensive side. But yeah, dude, a lot of weapons on the offensive side. But that defense is really what because what the thing is with Dak can literally just dial it in, have an okay game, and rely on his defense.
True.
You know, and that's pretty much what happened in week one. That defense, Dak didn't really have that good of a game.
No. He looked better this week against the Jets, I think.
Oh, Jim's leaving. Well, have a good time, Jim. He's leaving on a 15-day cruise in 2 weeks.
Nice.
All right, so let's make the most of our Monday morning quarterbacks before you leave, buddy. All right? But yes, guys, we will see you again next Monday. Mike, James, seriously, thanks for coming on. I'm sorry I stretched it out a little bit, but I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more, But I'm glad we have our picks in. We have our records done. Let's see what happens after today's games.
All
right, guys? Guys, enjoy your show. Everybody else, enjoy the rest of your day. If you're in New York, it sucks because it's raining. And we will see all of you next week for Monday Morning Quarterback. Have a great day.